downtown Los Angeles as the Los Angeles Lakers look to grab a win on the home floor. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. So for the Lakers, their last game, a loss to Phoenix. And that does your confidence, guys, no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And their troubles just seemed to get compounded as they got later into that game. They did not have it that night whatsoever, and it ended up being a double-digit loss.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Martin and Millsap at the small and power forward spots. Murray and Harris, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. There's the screen. Millsap a screen. Murray kicks to Millsap. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Drilled from 11 feet out. And both these teams, Brant, love to push the ball, push the pace. What are some things that all great fast break teams have in common?
The biggest thing, Kevin, is that you have committed runners on the wing. Point guards, their vision of the floor, their peripheral vision, they're always looking for guys. If they have guys committed to, once the ball is rebounded by their team, that their first 2 steps are hard and they're filling the lanes, then excitement and opportunities for highlights are coming.
Running with a purpose.
Running with a purpose, running ahead of the ball, and then attacking the rim with great consistency. Having great runners helps the fast break game.
Good point. Here's James following the basket by Paul Millsap. LeBron kicks to Ingram. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Nuggets are gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Mike Malone gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said even though this was their first meeting of the year, he did not expect there to be a filling out period between these teams. He said, we have a group of guys who can score and do it in a hurry. We're going to go right at them and test their defense early on. Looks like they're in attack mode, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, DA. And guys, what do you make of David's report putting a premium on offense right away?
I think it's a good plan, as long as it doesn't come at the expense of their defense. They can't ignore that part of the game.
Well, I love the fact that there's no player ever in the history of this league that gets excited about a coach who talks about, we're really going to change up our defense and make sure that that's a priority. Guys are always excited about the O.
And here's Rondo. Denver getting their last shot to go. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Now, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Now here's Barton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. And it's Jokic in the corner. Back to Barton. Ingram with the steal. Fast break, the Lakers. And Rondo with the basket on the assist from Ingram. Rondo's got his first basket of the night.
Great execution in the transition game. You can count on Rondo to run the break and find a way to capitalize.
Wide open look here for Murray from outside off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
LeBron against Millsap. LeBron sets the screen for Rondo. And there's the feed to McGee. That puts them in the lead. McGee's got 6 points.
I tell you, Rondo sees it all on the floor. He's got an ability to just cripple a defense with his passing.
Rondo against Murray. Jokic a screen. Murray kicks to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by McGee. And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron James out sprinting up the floor, his 16th season, still getting after it.
And so here's Denver. trailing by 4. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Barton outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. For 3, Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now, that's not bad form there. You don't have to tell Murray twice to let it fly from there with that much room.
Rondo kicks to LeBron. Pass to Ingram. The shot from the low post is good.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Jokic a screen. For 3, Murray. And James pulls it down.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Could easily have been an and one there. James converting through the contact.
Even though the skills have slipped for Rondo, and there's been some areas where maybe he hasn't been a great fit for whatever reason, he is a natural playmaker, and last year showed signs of getting back to that kind of form, playing alongside Holiday, AD, and of course his old running mate from his Sacramento Kings days, DeMarcus Cousins. It seemed like Rajon Rondo that was reeled in last year and back to being laser focused.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. To the paint, here's Jokic. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
Passes it to Rondo. McGee a screen on Murray. Back to Rondo. It's Ingram on the wing. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And the wing jumper offline.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
20 feet out. And no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. Outside for Rondo. Back to LeBron. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Barton. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Rondo with it. McGee a screen. To the middle. Jokic with the steal. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
A little over-aggressive. He's got to dial it back if he wants to stay on the floor. 2 fouls in the first. Tough to overcome.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Lance Stevenson comes in for Ingram. And it's Josh Hart in for Caldwell Pope. Denver also making some changes. Lyles checked in for Millsap. Hernan Gomez comes in for Will Barton. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Gary Harris. And Clark, while we have a moment, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. LeBron James third.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And the Lakers making a change here. Beasley's checked in, and then for Denver, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic, and it's Beasley in for Jamal Murray.
Man, it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
A three-pointer is right on target.
But there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Now here's Thomas. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Sacramento. Lyles with the screen. Ball stolen. And here we go. Stevenson heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Now Thomas. Lyles a screen on run. There's Thomas with the 3. Good on the triple. Thomas got 5.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Lakers leading by 3. And here is LeBron. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Hernangomez passes to Thomas. Free throw line jump shot. Buries the jump shot. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, he's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. This is an unselfish group here in Denver. This team, Brent, can really pass the ball.
A 5th overall last year in assists, 2nd overall the year before that. And you got to give credit to Mike Malone and his coaching staff because what they've done is they played Jokic at that point center position, distributing the ball from the top and have guys who cut off the ball. So interesting mix of talent using their center as the passer.
Here's Ball. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Ball's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Nuggets trail by 4. Now, here's Thomas. 7 points in the game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And for Isaiah Thomas going into free agency, what he thought might be a big payday opportunity was, Greg, anything but that.
A few years ago, he was talking about backing up the Brinks truck. Had to take a deal to prove he can still play. Has had a tumultuous past few years, but this deal could work out for the team if he can get back to form.
Here's Hart. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Beasley the screen. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Thomas kicks to Plumlee. Back to Thomas. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Beasley sets a screen for Ball. Dishes it to Beasley. Goes back up. LeBron can't get it to go.
Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
Ball against Thomas. The pass to Lyles. Over James. And Denver again with the bucket. 55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Stevenson outside. Back to James. Beasley the screen. Beasley with the steal. Now, here is Hernangomez. He's guarded by Stevenson. Plumlee trying to break loose.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Hernangomez kicks to Beasley. Here's Thomas. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. LeBron against Lyles. Stevenson, a screen on Lyles. James, the pass to Ball. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
We come back right after this. The 5'9" Isaiah Thomas has made a career out of
Ever since I was a little boy, they always said, you're not going to be this good in high school. Then when I got to high school and played pretty well, they said, well, you're not going to do that good in college. And when I got to college, they said, well, the NBA, those guys are too big. They're too fast, too strong. The things you do in college won't work in the NBA. And I've just kept pushing ever since. I have a goal of mine, that's I want to be one of the best little guys to ever play the game.
Well, no question about it, Greg. Isaiah Thomas still plays with something to prove.
Definitely what drives him. I mean, hungry to show that he's a top player regardless of size.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
Ingram is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then there's Beasley. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Hart in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Beasley outside. Back to Ball. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail. Feeds it to Beasley. And now running up the court, Stevenson pushing it up. That one goes in. Stevenson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Wiles against Ingram. To the middle. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up. When it comes to veteran players, Brent, on a team, what characteristics make for a good leader for a bunch of young guys under him?
We talk a lot about veteran guys on teams, Kevin, and I think one of the most important aspects to think about is that those veterans have a lot more impact if they're still part of playing minutes for a coaching staff. At some point, 4 or 5 months into a season, an older player is telling you how to do something and only get a chance to see it during practice or him pointing it out on film when you're playing, doesn't have as much of an impact.
Doesn't resonate
right.
as much.
When a guy gets 15 minutes a night and you get to see him do those things as a young player from the bench and say, wow, everything he told me on my list, he's checked all those boxes. So having a vet that plays, much more impact.
Good point. The Nuggets have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And it's been a tough past season and a half for Isaiah Thomas. Traded from Boston to Cleveland and then once again traded to the Lakers. Rare to see a guy get traded twice in a season following an MVP caliber performance like he had back in 2017. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
He kicks it to Plumlee. Back to Thomas, and it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Millsap comes in for Lyles. There's Thomas with the three. And another miss by Denver. And it takes a certain team for Thomas to fit in with well. As the case, though, with the Cavs.
Yeah, Thomas is a point guard, not a pass guard. He's a guy that's going to look to score more than anything else. And it didn't quite work with the Cavs, but you put him in an up-tempo offense, that young man can flourish. Still young enough and is with a team more suited, I think, for his skills now. I bet he has a big bounce-back year.
A different look for Denver. Barton's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Gary Harris comes in for Malik Beasley. And it's Jamal Murray in for Thomas.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Jokic with a screen on Ball to the inside. And Jokic slams it in.
You just wonder where Jamal Murray is going to go. This guy is a terrific combo guard.
Lakers leading by 4. Here is Stevenson. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Barton. Down low. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And that one's good.
Jokic and body control. Hey, years ago, we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
Murray against Ball. Ingram setting a pick for Beasley. In the corner, it's Stevenson. And again, the Lakers no good.
The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Over to the wing. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Well, there's a ton to talk about Lonzo Ball, but if you focus just on what he brings to an offense, there's a lot to like.
Yeah, I mean, he just sees so much on the floor. I mean, he sees all the cuts and angles, both offensively and defensively. And we know his shot will be a work in progress, but it shows some improvement and consistency the second half of last year. And for all the circus that can surround Ball off the court, you forget that he is already an elite playmaker in the NBA.
Stevenson against Barton. Pass to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And the speed of Ingram is not easy to keep pace with, just blowing past whoever dares to try and stop it.
The Nuggets trail by 4. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, some have nicknamed center Nikola Jokic the Joker, and he does have a lighthearted approach. He said, "This is not a job. I'm enjoying the game like a game of pickup basketball in my hometown. That's the mentality. No pressure. It's just a game." He feels that staying calm helps him succeed. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. McGee a screen. Here's Caldwell Pope. Tries again. He lays it in. McGee's got 10 points in the game.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Stevenson against Barton. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
I think Will Barton has figured out that scoring from the free throw line can be a good thing.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Will Barton, I think that this is a guy who came out of nowhere, but he was a 5-star recruit back in high school. Interesting thing is that he has not grown all that much since his time in high school, but certainly his game has.
James checked in for Brandon Ingram. Here's Ball. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And, of course, Barton's second-round pick struggled early to find his niche in this game.
Yeah, another one of those guys that had to have a little bit of time in the developmental league in the first couple seasons. We're all about the learning process, and then, boom, the light goes on, the shooting starts to improve, he gets in the right system, he gets the right opportunity. He's been a very strong contributor ever since.
Millsap dishes to Harris. Here's Jokic. They get the rebound. Lakers leading by 3. James kicks the ball. McGee a screen on Murray. Throws it up high, and it's McGee with the jam.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Nuggets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Jokic high post. Back to Murray. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. The drive by James, and James throws it down.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
The Nuggets trail by 7. Murray kicks to Harris. Back to Murray. Millsap sets the pick for Harris. Millsap a screen. Jokic inside. McGee's there. McGee with the block. Ball, the pass to McGee. The dish to LeBron. That one misses. Good work defensively by Millsap. Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Barton. Up again. Jokic on the follow.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Caldwell Pope outside. The three. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Stolen by Ball. Now the Lakers on the break. McGee's shot is off.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Complete 2 steps ahead.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket for Murray.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
LeBron against Millsap. Here's McGee. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from McGee. Last season, Brent, the addition of 2-way contracts. Does that make developing players in the G League even more valuable than it was before?
I believe last year, Kevin, that almost 50% of the players in the league, and it might have been a smidge more, had some kind of G League experience.
It's terrific.
And that's phenomenal.
Yes.
We're almost close to the 30 for 30 affiliation in the G League. You saw a success story last year in Quinn Cook coming up and getting a contract with the Warriors. This is awesome for the league. They've also upped the minimum contract for G League players to $35,000. All of these signs and the way that teams are using the G League, extremely positive, Kevin.
Shot clock at 6. Fade away. Hart, no good. The Nuggets trail by 3. The feed now to Harris. McGee with the block. Millsap against LeBron. That one drops for him. LeBron's got 10 points.
There isn't a move that LeBron James hasn't practiced or doesn't know, and he's just setting up the defense right there. Great position in the paint.
Back to Murray. Millsap a screen. Jokic with a screen on Ball. Murray kicks to Millsap. Here's Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
LeBron against Millsap. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Millsap's against James. Over Millsap. James with the bucket. He's got 12.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Now just look at the list of career accomplishments by LBJ. To me, the best small forward that's ever played this game, and on the short list of the best player to ever lace him up.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And Plumlee kicks to Beasley. Passes to Lyles. 1:58 left in the second quarter. Inside. Here's Thomas. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. Brent, with LeBron being one of the all-time greats, he is certainly the greatest player of this generation, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Ever since he came into the league, I mean, there's just been, in my opinion, no missteps whatsoever. He's handled himself on the floor with an incredible determination to prove that, Kevin. All the hype, all the anticipation, he's lived up to it about tenfold.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Plumlee with the screen. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the second quarter. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Thomas.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
LeBron against Lyons. The pass to Ingram. Beasley the screen. Here's Hart. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hart's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, LeBron is just a terrific player. Has no problem giving up his body with the screen to free up one of his guys.
Plumlee sets the pick for Beasley. Beasley with the steal. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Doesn't go for him. The Nuggets trail by 6. Beasley outside. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Beasley's got 5.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Rondo wide open, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Better outside when he gets into a rhythm or when he gets his feet set. Rondo's smart at knowing when to fire.
Rondo against Thomas. One second left, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline.
Well, a good defender, the wingspan and timing Rondo has on defense sometimes can be disruptive.
And so we conclude the first half. Lakers lead by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebounds as well. Get us some second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. Looking at the Lakers, Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Whatever their game plan was defensively coming in, that needs to change. Can't let a team shoot for a percentage in the high 50s and expect to come out on top. It's on the coaches and the players to adjust.
And that should do it with...
And it's been a... back and forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We're seeing a tremendous game from Isaiah Thomas.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
Well, we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
So on the floor for Denver, Harris and Barton, the two wings. Millsap and Jokic, the pair inside. And it's Murray in at the point. James back to Ingram. He dishes it to James. Clock at 4. No good off the back of the rim. The Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Barton. And the rejection by James.
LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. LeBron James second. Rajon Rondo fourth.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball and they both have that down to a T.
He hits the second from the line. Denver's shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Murray kicks to Jokic. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. Los Angeles leading by 7. James, the pass to McGee. He feeds it to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Ingram. Six on the shot clock. James outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Ingram.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Murray against Rondo. Murray dishes to Barton. Kicks it to Millsap. Jokic sets the screen for Barton. Passes it to Jokic. Hits the three-point bomb. Jokic has got 17.
It's amazing how much the evolution of Jokic has helped evolve the offense that's around him. A fearless player who feels like he can go up and match up against anybody in the league.
Rondo against Murray. Now here's LeBron, guarded closely, and that one is good. And the Lakers lead by 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Jokic kicks to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Millsap's against James. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Jokic inside, guarded by McGee. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Jokic. Murray against Rondo. He kicks to James. Back to Rondo. There's the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Rondo. Millsap a screen. Barton passes to Millsap. That 3 off the mark. Lakers leading by 6. The drive by James, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
So much speculation last season on where LeBron would end up. The theories of which team would get his services seem to change hour by hour, especially during free agency.
And the pass to Jokic. Shoots over McGee. Jokic, no good.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Denver calls timeout.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Murray against LeBron.
Well, Jamal Murray, you can't start much younger than Jamal did. At age 3, he reportedly could play basketball for hours on end. Where's the nap time, Kevin? That's right. Where is the nap time?
And so Murray nails both of them.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Millsap against James. McGee a screen. Rondo dishes to Ingram. Fades back. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. There really isn't a time in Murray's life that he wasn't great at this game.
No, in Canada, just such a great career in Ontario, played alongside actually Thon Maker, and then 1 year at Kentucky. Who doesn't have 1 year at Kentucky? Drafted 7th overall, and what an amazing fit that he's still pointing up and improving. One of the game's more deadly shooters right now.
Millsap kicks to Jokic. Shoots over McGee. McGee with the block.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Harris outside. Millsap a screen on Caldwell Pope. Millsap a screen. Murray against James. The 10-footer. It's good. Harris has got his first basket.
Terrific work inside from Gary Harris. Not used to saying that. Does a fantastic job of backing down the defense and putting his will on his shoulders.
Rondo kicks to Ingram. McGee sets the pick for Ingram. Back to Rondo. For the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Rondo's got 11 points.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Millsap a screen. Harris outside. Jokic with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Harris passes to Millsap. Here's Murray. No good on that one. And the Lakers take it the other way. Pass to James. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Interesting to watch LeBron James at the line through the years. Has tried many different free throw strokes. Not a bad free throw shooter by any means, but always tinkering.
First one falls for Michael Beasley. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. The Nuggets also changing it up. Lyles checked in for Millsap. Hernan Gomez comes in for Barton. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Harris.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Hernan Gomez passes to Murray. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. One team owner proposed that we should abolish the draft and have free agency for rookies, maybe giving lesser teams a bigger pool of money to spend. Just some of the ideas these teams in the league is throwing out there.
Well, that's an interesting idea. The one that I heard about last summer was in Houston trying to flip-flop free agency and the draft so that all of a sudden what you can do is draft players after it is that you've made all your free agent acquisitions, so you could draft positionally. You know you're set up for your team next year. And the more I've thought about that, Kevin, coming into this season, the more I like it. So we'll see what kind of traction that gets.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Ingram. Josh Hart comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. LeBron with it. 18 points for him. Pass to Stevenson. They set the pick. Here's Hart. And it's Denver with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 9 assists now tonight.
Well, the defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
Ball against Thomas. Lyles with the screen. Thomas, no luck.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
And Plumlee kicks to Beasley. Lyles with the screen. And another miss by Denver.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
It is so tough to make those kind of shots with the defense draped all over you.
Gomez, no good. Lakers leading by 13. Stevenson drives in. Another shot. James, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Beasley, the pass to Thomas. Now, here's Lyons. He's covered by Ball. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Well, you think back for Trey Lyles, forever linked to Donovan Mitchell. They were involved in that draft day trade. And, of course, with revisionist history, people look at that much differently. Obviously, Mitchell came out and was on fire, while Lyles has shown a little bit more steady improvement and being patient and waiting for his time.
Hart kicks to Beasley. Hits it from three-point range. Beasley's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Passes to Murray. Now Plumlee. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Thomas against Ball. Thomas, good.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Lyles against James. Beasley the screen. LeBron passes to Hart. LeBron with a screen on Murray. They set the pick. The three. And another three for the Lakers.
And you've got to stay with Ball off that pin down. He's very smart at knowing how to position himself in these situations.
Lyles no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
Well, there's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose, and I love the energy on this play.
And here is Murray. 9 points in the game so far. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Ingram's checked in. 1:35 left here in the third quarter. Gomez kicks to Murray. Lyles with the screen. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Here we go. All alone. Goes up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive. Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Beasley the screen. Beasley with the screen on Murray. Hart the pass to Stevenson. Here's Beasley. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Nuggets trail by 18. 36 seconds left in the third. They set the pick. For Denver, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And both free throws good for Thomas. Lakers leading by 16. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Ball kicks to Ingram. Back to Ball. Beasley the screen to the inside. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Murray. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's where Murray's speed shines through. He gives the D no time to react off that pass.
Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 14.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers ahead, up by 16. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. We've got Lance Stevenson. All out there with Hart. Then there's Beasley. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Count it. Good.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Ball kicks to Stevenson. Lakers passing it around. Back to Ball. Makes it off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 16.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Plumlee, and it's Will Barton in for Juan Hernan-Gomez.
Yeah, it's a tough call, but he has to be better in avoiding contact on that play. That's his fifth foul, and one more, it'll be hitting the showers.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
First one falls for. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. Second free throw, no good.
Well, with Jokic, even the organization admits when they drafted him, they did not envision this kind of production. I mean, really has been off the charts. You think about the trade that they made to clear the way for Jokic to be the defined center and what he's done with that. His team has been off to the races offensively with the way he handles the point center position.
And talking about Jokic, even his teammates are in awe, Brent, of his playmaking.
Yeah, even the veteran Mike Miller said last year that it's made the team so hard to guard because it's a weapon really that no other team has. And of course, we've seen great passers, Marc Gasol, DeMarcus Cousins. They have the ability, but the offense is not structured around the things that Jokic can do.
Beasley with a screen on Murray. A floater, and it's good on the layup.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
To the inside, Jokic. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 5 assists tonight.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The pass to Jokic. Thomas with the ball, guarded now by Michael Beasley.
Clearly a foul.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas. Harris is checked in for Denver. And both free throws good for Thomas. Lakers leading by 17. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Hart. Harden defending. 6 to shoot. Rondo against Thomas. Rondo, good.
Yep, can be a threat from the mid-range whenever Rondo looks to get it going from there.
Denver calls timeout. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Hart. Here's Jokic. Kicks it to Barton. Harris outside. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Back to Barton. 4 on the shot clock. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And that game against the Cavaliers, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Lakers leading by 19 points. Outside for Rondo. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
He sees the court so well, Rondo. As soon as the lane opened up, he was all over it.
Now here's Thomas. They set the pick. Millsap a screen. Jokic with a screen on Rondo. Thomas passes to Millsap to the middle. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got 4 assists in the game. Rondo kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Thomas against Rondo. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Millsap inside. He's guarded by Stevenson. And that one's good. Millsap.
The contact's certainly there, but Millsap just too big and too strong on those type of plays.
Rondo against Thomas. The drive by Rondo. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. In the corner, it's Stevenson. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tearaway warm-ups have long been a feature of the NBA. But last season, the new tearaway jerseys, they just kept ripping apart.
The old uniform malfunction, Kevin, last year. Yeah, maybe.
You even had a couple malfunctions, and that was odd.
Well, the tie? Bad tie?
Yeah.
I always have bad ties.
No.
I think they're looking back at the material choices for what they're doing, so maybe there'll be some subtle changes into this year. But it was interesting. In the early part of last year, a lot of guys with a finger underneath the arm and pulling away a jersey and ripped away. So maybe the supplier will do something about the fabric this year.
It's good.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
Here's Jokic. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Beasley.
Pretty fundamentally sound, and Jokic does a great job of keeping his balance there after contact.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here is Rondo. He kicks it to Stevenson. Beasley the screen. Stevenson with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Down low, Hart. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
Jokic a screen. Martin passes to Millsap to the paint. Here's Thomas. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. That's 28 points for Isaiah Thomas.
A good decision-making with the ball in his hands for Paul Millsap. That's a terrific feat.
Millsap against Stevenson. Caldwell-Pope outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
And so he hits both. And Paul Millsap, a 4-time All-Star in Atlanta. Greg, as we know, he missed most of last season after left wrist surgery.
A big loss after just signing that mega contract with the Nuggets. I mean, he's a lot older than most of their core, but a great fit in their front court and obviously one heck of a player.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Down low, here's Jokic. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Jokic has got 14 points here in the second half. Timeout called the Lakers.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, JaVale McGee.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Jokic passes to Millsap. A second chance effort. Jokic trying to free himself up. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Paul Millsap. Ball dishes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Ball. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Murray kicks to Harris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic on top. Knocks it loose over Beasley. Excellent D there from Beasley. Lakers leading by 14. Caldwell Pope outside. From outside, off the mark. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Murray. Back to Harris. Millsap kicks to Murray. Ball with it, down low. Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And the 3 ball is good. Caldwell Pope's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Lakers. The Nuggets trail by 17. Denver calls timeout.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Jokic passes to Murray. Feeds to Harris. Puts it up from 15. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Martin in the corner. Millsap kicks to Harris. For 3, Murray. And James pulls it down. James has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
At the line for your Lakers, Kentavious.
So he comes up empty, missing both. The Nuggets trail by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And there's the feed to Millsap. Over LeBron. And another miss by Denver. Los Angeles has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Nuggets shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
Murray kicks to Plumlee. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Credit the defense wisely avoiding fouling the shooter.
Oh!
You saw that.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
The Lakers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in.
Shooting one.
Free throw, no good for James. The 6'11 Mason Plumlee out of Duke, Greg. He's got a live body.
Very athletic, Kevin. His mobility enables him to defend smaller players on the perimeter. Offensively, he is a threat to finish at the rim.
Murray, the pass to Plumlee. The shot missing. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ingram against Lyons. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernangomez. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the first one drops.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
So he gets them both. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Murray outside. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.